Hello, all you wonderful people. Happy Friday. I hope your day is off to an amazing start. Thank you so much for joining me today. Bear with me again. I'm going to peek around because I am rocking some funky software and I want to make sure that we are live where we're supposed to be live. But we are going to dive into our e-SWOT analysis. And for you business owners, this is for you. This is an energetic SWOT analysis. So we are definitely going to talk about strengths, weaknesses, or I like to call them growth opportunities, but you know, that doesn't fit SWOT. Your opportunities and your threats. And as always, listen, these threats are not imminent. These are things to be aware of. And now that you know and you've done your e-SWOT, you can do something about it, right? Right. Okay, you feel me on that. So before we get started, I want you to grab a glass of water. By the way, anytime you hear me say or post the word social, that means stop what you're doing, grab a glass of water, grab a bottle, and chug a lug. Hit like when you're done. Now, we do this for two reasons. Number one, because we are healthy human beings and we need water, right? But number two, water and electricity. Come on, let's go. You are a powerful, energetic being. I'm like, what? I almost said electronic being. I'm like, that's not the word. Energetic being. So let's tap into that and use nature to our advantage. Think about water in a power, or like a downed power line in a puddle. Yeah, there we go. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you, Source, for all the amazing guidance and direction you give us every single day. We ask that you make this reading clear and concise, make it applicable. We ask that anyone who hears any portion of this message be blessed by it abundantly. In all these many wonderful things, we ask in unconditional love. Amen. All right, guys. So I got the question, why do I pray at the beginning of readings? I pray just to set the vibration, right? Just to hit a clear slate, so to speak. All right, so let's dive into our reading. By the way, did you see yesterday's? I am going to put a link to it. Oh, and before I forget, e-SWOTs, we have a flash sale that is ending in about 3.5 hours at 2 p.m. Central. So make sure you check that out. Go ahead and click the link. I will provide that for you at the end as well and throw it in the description. And the discount is already there. It is $75 off your own 2-hour e-SWOT, and you can read all about it there. So let's dive in. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you, Source. What is it that my business owners need to know? Titans, goddesses, what is it that they need to know? The words I'm hearing are, your freedom is in your spirit. It's your choice whether or not you choose to activate it. It's in your spirit. Let me write that down really quick. Your freedom is in your spirit. Actually, let me type it. Because I want to remember that. There we go. Is in your spirit. It is your choice whether you choose to activate it or not. Okay, thank you guys. Sorry, I wanted to write that down. That there's something there. I want to hold on to that. Your freedom is in your spirit. I get that. And especially as this last week in particular, I've really been focusing and speaking about following the desires of your spirit. It's your choice whether or not you activate it. I like that. Card 1. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you, Source. What do we need to know today? Card 2. I just heard 4. Okay. There's the 4th. Oh, you guys. There you go. Okay, we got it. There's one more that is sticking. So we're going to grab that as well. Okay. Let's go. All right, our first card. So I'm flipping these over with you. I cannot see them, by the way. I have everything face down except for that last card that flipped up. So for our first card, Postponement. Wow! Wow! Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to freak out. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Who cares if I freaked out? You're into it. Your freedom is in your spirit. It is your choice whether or not you choose to activate it. It's your choice whether or not you activate it. This card in particular, look at it. She's sitting here looking outside of a window. Look at her shirt. It's like it's fading. The colors are fading away. She's on the inside looking on the outside, like at all the life that's taking place. She's waiting for something. You guys, we do this all the time, especially in business. When this happens, then I'll do that. When this happens and I reach this goal, then I'll feel that way. But your spirit is telling you to feel that way right now. It is your choice whether or not you activate it. You don't have to wait for a specific thing to happen in order to celebrate. And if you remember yesterday, we got that celebration card. Spirit said you have a new vision. Celebrate it now. Here's some more clarity on that. You have a new vision. Celebrate it now, right? You don't have to wait until the vision is in full swing and is like 100% success in the world in order to celebrate it. Remember, like attracts like. So you get in the vibration of the celebration now, right? Because we want to attract the celebration for our end result. We're not waiting to enjoy. Look at this. The life is slowly fading away. Her shirt's getting more and more faded. This is a mental thing. It's clouded. There is a belief or something you are holding on to. Right? Enjoy it now. Thank you, Spirit. I love this. Your freedom is in your spirit, meaning you already have it. You already have it. Okay. So juicy. Next. Comparison. How perfect is this? Comparison. Listen, the mighty oak is so powerful because it's the mighty oak, right? But the bamboo is so amazing and so utilized and so useful, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And it's powerful in its own way because it's the bamboo. The bamboo doesn't try and be the oak tree. The oak tree doesn't try and be the bamboo. Another belief. You were created in the way that you were created for a reason. For a reason. Stop trying to suffocate that. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Who cares what they look like? Baby, they ain't you. Right? You feel me? You feel me? This is strictly you. This is all about you. No comparisons at all. And by the way, those comparisons, that's what's keeping you stifled. Substitute this word for stifled. Because you're waiting to look like the bamboo, right? You're waiting to be as skinny as the bamboo or as strong as the mighty oak, for example, right? Stop comparing yourself. You're here and you are made this way for a reason. Celebrate, get out and enjoy life now. Well, when I get some more money, I'm gonna go. Okay, let's address this one right now. My spirit said, hold up. Because this is one that we've all done this, right? Well, when I have more money, when I have more time, when I have more freedom, when I've got more people to do it with, then I'll go do it. But Spirit's saying your freedom is in your spirit, meaning you already have it. This isn't about the money. So I want you to think about this. Okay, well, if I had the money, I would go do X, Y, and Z. What feeling does X, Y, and Z bring up? Well, it makes me feel free. I get to enjoy the sun. I get to go hang out with my friends. Where can you go do that right now in your life for free? For example, can you go to the beach? Maybe you're landlocked and you go to the lake, right? Maybe you lay out in your backyard. Maybe your friend lives in a condo and you go hang out at their pool. You get what I'm saying? Like, there are other ways that you can elicit that freedom, that life that's within you. It's dying to burst, to break out. It's dying to rejuvenate itself, right? And let's look at this, guys. By the way, everything around her in her whole space, including her, the life is gone. She's wearing something that's giving her a little bit of life. Looking at all this life out here going, oh, Lordy, I wish I had me some. Isn't it pretty out there? When I become this, then I'll go get this. Spirit's like, nah. Go do it now. And guys, the key word for this is allowance. Because maybe your mind, you're so far off in this gray that you're like, I can't see it. I can see it where other people have it, but I don't see it where I have it for me. So that just means you open up to the idea, you know what? I'm great where I'm at. And you know what, Spirit? Thank you for showing me and confirming that I'm great where I'm at. All right, cool. I'm open to receiving the impulse, the desire to go out and move around. Guys, sometimes I wake up and my spirit is seriously like, go here, go to this park, go do this. And I'm like, I got shit to do, right? I got a business to maintain. I've got things that I want to accomplish. I have goals. I need to be focused. But my spirit's like, hey, go lay on the couch and, just chill for a minute. And I'm like, when I finally obey those things, it always leads to what it was I was looking for. Sometimes taking that time to just go lay on the couch, maybe even turn on an ebook or something, it gives my mind just enough space to drift away that I open up a channel, a path, an allowance for the idea, the inspiration, the aha, the life to come through. Remember, because my brain was like, no, I need to go work. That's what's, by the way, stress is what makes us gray, right? The lack of minerals we are burning through at an excessive rate. At any rate, that's what keeps us in the gray. But then Spirit says, no, I'm giving you this impulse to go play, to go do something. I'm giving you a desire. Go follow it. Because it leads to something. Maybe when you stepped outside and you felt the sun on your skin, it automatically started to fill your colors in, not just on your shirt, but in you, right? Give you more life. Maybe you went somewhere and you were just going to step out and say hi, or you went by yourself and you thought you'd check it out. I never go to the movies by myself, right? You're not expecting to meet anybody in the dark at the theater, but you bump into somebody while you're getting your popcorn and it sparks an idea, or they're a person who leads you to another person who sparks another, you know what I'm saying? Like the possibilities are endless. The possibilities are endless. Stop comparing yourself. Just trust that you are perfect the way you are. Because here's the deal. Your growth is inevitable. You're always going to grow and become greater and greater and stronger and more masterful. So appreciate how far you've come, where you're at, whether you're the oak, the bamboo, or anything in between or on the outside. And tap into that life. Okay. Y'all, hold on. When we talk about electricity in a downed wire in some water. Let's get some more. This is powerful, juicy stuff, especially in your business. And the thing that I want you to really understand is that your business, for most of us, it is something that came out of us, whether it was by happenstance and we fell into it, or it was something that it was a deep passion that we brought into physical manifestation, right? And we tend to personalize our business. Well, we don't need stories. Okay, so here's what I'm getting at. In doing so, when we take ourselves very seriously, right? and we want to put our best foot forward. We want people to know that we are coming with our absolute best, that when they work with us, that they're receiving the best, right? But in doing so, we oftentimes start to compare ourselves. And when we compare ourselves, we start to try and, well, maybe if I tweak this to look like that, because that person seems so successful. Well, maybe if I tweak that to look like that. Well, the industry standard is, but here's the deal. You're not the industry standard. You are a powerful, energetic being who is self-actualized and balanced both their intellect and their spiritual manifestations. So when you compare yourself, you take yourself out of the power that is your authenticity. And those are the things that keep us from moving forward. We start to go, Guys, I made a whole video about this earlier this week about playing it safe. And it's the playing it safe that I found for me, and what this card is also indicating for you, is that's what's draining the life out of you. That's what's making everything feel like so much work and effort. You know those projects where you get them and you don't care that it's 9 p.m. at night. You're excited to jump back on the computer. You're excited to do it. Oh my God, it's 3 a.m. Where did the time go? I'm so excited. This is so much fun. And then there are those times where you're like, oh my God, it's noon. I really need to get started, right? Because you've stepped somewhere in there outside of your authenticity. It's time to tap back into that. All right, so let's jam back into card number 3. Now, this is awesome. Let me tell you something. 2 things. Number 1, I always pull cards for myself before every reading, because I want to make sure that my energy is grounded and that I'm in the space to receive what it is that Spirit has for the collective message. I actually just got this card as well. Second thing I want to tell you is, when I first started reading cards, this would happen a lot, where I would get a card and then I would stick it back in the deck and I would shuffle, and the same card would pop out. And I'd be like, what the hell? And I'd stick it back in the deck and I'd shuffle, right? So I'm saying this because it took me some time to realize, because sometimes, guys, I would even go get another deck and I would shuffle, and I'd pull a card and it would be damn near the same thing, right? So it took me a while to get into a space of trust. I'm saying this to you, I'm sharing this with you because I'm excited about this card, because not only did I get it, but you are getting it as well. And it lets me know that I'm in alignment with where I'm supposed to be and whom I'm supposed to be speaking to, and especially those who are watching. So if you are watching this, ooh, you and me, boo. Okay, so the creator. I don't even actually, I want to do this. I don't even want to I want to read this, because there are some things in here, like when I was doing my reading, that something told me was like, go read it. And when I went and read it, there were a few things that I had missed. So I want to make sure I don't miss those to you. The Zen master in this card has harnessed the energy of fire and is able to use it for creation rather than destruction. He invites us to recognize and to participate with him in the understanding that belongs to those who have mastered the fires of passion, without repressing them or allowing them to get destructive or out of balance. Listen, you heard that, right? Because your business is your passion. It came out of you. He invites us to recognize and participate with him in the understanding that belongs to those who have mastered the fires of passion, right? Without repressing them or allowing them to get destructive imbalance. Those who know how to balance this life, right? And this energy. Because we're not repressing and we're not letting it get out of hand. He is so integrated that there is no longer any difference between who he is inside and who he is in the outside world. He's not faking the funk. He's not trying to be one person in one place, right? Let me make it look like this. But meanwhile, I'm a bamboo trying to look like an oak, or an oak trying to look like a bamboo. Ugh, I love these readings. This is why never mind. Okay, keep going, because I'll be here all day. He is so integrated that there is no longer any difference between who he is inside and who he is in the world outside. He offers this gift of understanding and integration to all those who come to him, the gift of creative light that comes from the center of his being. The King of Fire tells us that anything that we undertake now with the understanding that it comes from maturity will bring enrichment to our own lives. Good Lord, how aligned is this? Will bring enrichment to our own lives and to the lives of others. Using whatever skills you have, whatever you have learned from your own life experience, it is time to express yourself. Oh my gosh. I'm freaking out. I am freaking out. I am freaking out. This card literally just said, it is time for you to be you. You've gone through it all. You've experienced yourself being the oak trying to be the bamboo and the bamboo trying to be the oak. You know that your passion is your passion and that it is here for a fucking purpose. You are being called to tap into this energy and to fully self-express in all ways possible. In all ways possible. And this full level of self-expression, these are the experiences that you've been seeking. These are the desires you've been seeking. This is the clients, the money, the fun, the freedom you have been seeking in your business. Because let's face it, business is fun, it is freedom, but there are times where we just feel so tied to it, right? It's like a freaking child. I don't mean it in a negative way. But oh my gosh, you guys, this is the King of Fire tells us that anything that we undertake now, remember, we're not postponing. Anything we undertake now with the understanding that comes from maturity will bring us enrichment into our lives and the lives of others. We get to serve at our absolute highest and be served. We get that delicious exchange. Now, tell me this isn't what you're looking for in your business. Tell me. All right. Yep. That's what I thought. Okay. Using whatever skills you have, right? Because we're not comparing ourselves. Well, you know, the oak is a hardwood and I'm a softwood, right? We're not comparing. Using whatever skills you have, whatever you have learned from your own life experience, it's time to express yourself. Now, that's a really key phrase, from your own life experience. My spirit is telling me that there is someone who there's something you want to put out there, but you don't feel like you are qualified enough to do it. But Spirit's saying, for those, you're in a space of enriched living right now. Excuse me. When you put it out in your fullest self-expression, there are people who will receive it and they need it and will benefit by it. You are in a space to truly serve, to contribute at such a unique level that only you can do it. And there are people who need it. But here's the delicious part. It's an exchange. It's an exchange. It's not about you depleting yourself. You putting this out here based upon your own experience, not worrying about the education. This teaching it from your own experience. This is what brings you the life that you've been looking for. You start to fill in the gaps and all the colors. And remember, these things come from within. This is your own experience. Okay, my spirit said go ahead and talk about it. There is a space where oftentimes, without realizing it, you are holding conditioned beliefs that you have to show up a certain way in your business. No, I'm not, Sherita. I'm free flowing. I'm authentic. I know I have to post 4 times a day if I have to. You have these I have tos in your mind. I have to do this in order to get that. And they're probably subtle. Some of them are going to be glaring. Some of them are going to be subtle. It's those I have to do it in this way instead of that way, instead of the way that calls to my spirit. That's what's been draining the life. It doesn't mean you haven't been successful. It just means you've been draining your life force. You've been draining your energy in order to do it. But Spirit is saying it gets to be exactly out of your core and who you are. Whether you're hardwood or softwood, it doesn't fucking matter. It comes out of your experience. Sometimes we literally pull the impact out of our message because we try and couch it in authority rather than just being who we are and sharing it in experience. I'm going to give you something that's very personal to me right now. One of the reasons I stopped doing live readings was because my recording setup, I wanted it to be perfect. I felt like it had to be. Right? Do you know how naked I feel right now? I mean, you know, obviously I don't wear bras, but I have no makeup. I have not touched my hair in 2 days. I threw on some jewelry, but my spirit was like, do it. Because your impact in your authenticity is more powerful than your Maybelline. So I want you to understand that as I am sharing this message with you, that I am living it as well. Okay? So speak and encourage and teach from a place of your experience, because what you have right now is exactly what is needed right now, and it brings about what you're looking for. And it serves the greater good. Okay. Last card. Wow. Letting go. Okay, my spirit just told me there's something specific to this, so sit tight. And this is an emotional card. This is an emotional letting go. Give me a hot second. Oh, there we go. I don't even want to go there right quick because my spirit said just read it. Because I know what my thoughts are. Guys, this is so perfect. In this image of lotus leaves in the early morning, we can see in the rippling of the water that one drop has just fallen. It is a precious moment and one that is full of poignancy. In surrendering to gravity and slipping off the leaf, the drop loses its previous identity and joins the vastness of the water below. We can imagine that it must have trembled before it fell, just on the edge between the known and the unknowable. To choose this card, and it was a choice, you did choose it. To choose this card is a recognition that something is finished, something is completing. Whatever it is, a job, a relationship, a home you have loved, anything that might have helped you to define who you are, it is time to let go of it, allowing any sadness, but not trying to hold on. Something greater is awaiting you. New dimensions are there to be discovered. You are past the point of no return now, and gravity is doing its work. Go with it. It represents liberation. So many words. Some days I'm like, I don't have the words. I have so many words. Okay. I'm calming myself real quick because y'all, you see this, right? Look at this. Postponement. You're being called to act right now, to go get the life that you've been seeking, to go live it, to be it, to stop comparing yourself, to recognize you are who you are and you are perfect, and what you have is needed right now. The experiences that have shaped you to be you, no one else has. No one else can do what you do the way that you do it. No one else. No one else. No one else. It is time. Remember, you're past the point of no return. You have come into the vastness of the unknown. But here's the thing. You're safe. You are secure. And you are becoming a newer, more authentic you. You're stepping deeper into you. Wow. Spirit is just showing where there is this space of new life and new energy that is flowing to you. It is yours. But remember our original message. Your freedom is in your spirit. Your freedom is in your spirit. It is your choice whether or not you choose to activate it. Right? It's a choice. You can choose to remain the same. But here's the deal. You're already past the point of no return. You've already fallen into the vastness of the unknown. And let me tell you something. There's a beautiful space that exists in the vastness of the unknown. Personally, I've been in this space more times than I can count. And I want to say this in an encouraging way, but I also want to share it in a way of these are some things that you may experience and it's okay, right? Don't forget. One of the things that I found, the vast unknown, it was kind of scary. I love bottom bitches. Remind me. I'm gonna post that because I have a whole story out of that. Okay. But the vast unknown, it was lonely because when you're there and you're falling off the leaf and you're the single dewdrop in the vast unknown by yourself, you're like, where am I at? Who am I with? Do I recognize anybody? It's kind of lonely sometimes, right? But what did this card tell us? It said, understanding that as you release your old identity, the things that used to entertain you no longer entertain you. The people you used to hang out with are no longer quite the vibe. Rebel with class. As you move into this space, you may experience a little bit of loss, sadness. Allow yourself to feel that loss and that sadness, but don't attach to it. What is going on with my lighting? But don't attach to it, right? Let it go. Let it go. Because in doing so, when you're in the vast unknown and you're there by yourself, guess what? No one's looking. There's no in the sense that there's no expectation for you to be one or the other. You can literally just be you. You can start to experiment because you already know what you know, right? You can take these beautiful experiences and this fire and this passion into the vast unknown. And in that vast unknown, we don't wait to figure it out. We just do it. Because there's no judgment in the vast unknown. There's only opportunity and possibilities. And trying them brings about more fun, more excitement, more desire. Because again, no one's looking, right? You get to be you at your fullest. Sometimes we all have done it, and many of us still do it. We become the person who people expect us to be, or we show up as the person they expect us to be. Give you an example. I had a certain set of friends who just, you know me, former party girl, right? Or we'll just say party girl at heart. I don't want to paint myself into a corner. But there were a certain group of people who, like, they would only call when they wanted to party. There was never, these weren't like your friends who you party with, you're sad with, you're chill with, you know what I'm saying? You share everything with. There are certain people that you just do certain things with. I was their party girl, right? Their party starter, so to speak. And as I started to shift into a new space, especially into a more intuitive space and a more internal space, my energy wasn't so externally focused. I was more internally focused on my growth versus externally impressing everybody. I would find myself sometimes when they would call me, even though I'm this new person, I would find myself conforming back to that old me for them. Because I didn't think that they were going to value, understand, appreciate, or respect new me. And it took me a while, honestly, to let go. Because the more and more I moved into this vastness, that's emotional. The more and more I had to release and let go. Because it no longer served me. Shit, some of that wasn't serving me to begin with, right? But some of it that was tied to my identity, who I am, it no longer served me. Guys, this is why we're doing Rebel with Class right now. That is exactly what this is about. It is about finding that balance of your deepest level of authenticity, but letting go of that space, those spaces in your identity that no longer serve you. Refining your vibration. You still get to be the wild, rebel, bold, activated, dominant, sensual alpha, but you get to do it in a way that more so or greater serves that passion, that desire, that contribution, that service. You get to reach more people in a more impactful way, but you don't have to shift who you are. But it means letting go of the things that no longer serve, the people that no longer serve, the activities that no longer serve, the thoughts that no longer serve, the habits that no longer serve. You find yourself in the vast unknown, but in the vast unknown, you get to create whatever the fuck you want. It gets to be whatever you want it to be. Especially in your business. In your business, you have knowledge, you have experience, you know how your industry works. Now that you know how it works, you get to turn it into a true, from just work into a true work of art that is you. I had a coach last summer when I was in the Bahamas who kept talking to me about high art. And her words, I was like, yeah, I'm with it. Makes total sense. Aha, I fucking get it now. What you do, me in this moment, the way that I read cards, there are a million oracle readers, card readers out there. There are a million intuitives out there. But the way that I read it is specifically for me and my audience, the people who I'm here to serve. I don't have to worry about anymore what it looks like. I don't have to worry about having a full face of makeup to go live, right? I get to show up as me in my most authentic space, in my very professional space, and say, fuck, shit, damn, hell. You know what I'm saying? I get to talk about energy in business. I don't have to couch it in anything. I get to talk to dominant alphas. I get to bring my sexual energy into this space. I get to. It is my art. It is one of my highest forms of art, but it required letting go of the belief that it has to look or feel or be a certain way. Thank you, Spirit. I just, thank you, Spirit. Okay. Guys, we have a bonus card that popped up when we were shuffling. So let's go ahead and dive into that card. All right, look at this right here. Look at this juicy right here. You see this, right? You see this. What does it say? Tuning in. Tuning in. There's not much I have to say about this. You can look at it and you can see the river of life that flows through her as she silences her mind, excuse me, quiets her mind and goes deep. Do you remember earlier I told you, I said when you get that impulse, when you get that pull, when you get that call to move forward, I told you, I said it feels like something's pulling you, and it comes from your core. So let's look at this card. Look where it's all stemming from. Straight from her core. Straight from her core. And obviously, we all see all the noise and distraction, right? But what is she doing? She is letting the fuck go. She's tapping in to the vast unknown. Listen, within herself. You are a universe, a microcosm, all in of yourself. You are fractal to the big I am. I am the I am. We spoke about this yesterday. We are fractal beings, meaning we are smaller pieces of the greater whole. When you take a big head of broccoli and you break a stem off, the little stem looks just like the big stem, right? You are not separate from the universe. This vast unknown is within you. Guys, these are the waters that bring life to your being, to your essence, to who you are. There is nothing you have to know. This is okay. This it's one of those like, ding. This is why everything is so focused on your experience. This is why your experience, you don't have to know all the details. You don't have to know everything else. Because when you tune within and those waters flow and feed you life, that's your guidance. That's your direction. That is it. Right here. As long as you stay tuned in, all of this flows. The fires of passion stay lit. The clarity, the understanding, the distractions clear away. Because let's face it, other people, other opinions, other things, other distractions, life is always going to be there. It's always going to be there. But it does not in any way, shape, or form need to affect you in what you're doing. You do that by going within. Thank you, Spirit. All right. My spirit feels like there is something else to this card, so hold on. And we notice we've had mind cards and emotion cards. Give me a hot second. Let's just tap into this. Let's just honor this space. Oh my goodness. The woman in this image has a faint smile on her face. In fact, she is just watching the antics of the mind, not judging, not trying to stop them, not identified, just watching as if they were traffic on the road or ripples on the surface of a pond. And the antics of the mind are slightly amusing as it jumps up and down and twists this way and that, trying to get your attention and seduce you into the game. To develop a knack of taking a distance from the mind is one of the greatest blessings. It is what meditation is all about, really. Not chanting a mantra or repeating an affirmation. We spoke about those yesterday. But just watching as if the mind belongs to somebody else. You guys read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle? Okay. Observing without judgment. You are ready to take this distance now. You're ready to let go, right? You are ready to take this distance now and to watch the show without getting caught up in the drama. Indulge yourself in the simple freedom of tuning in whenever you can, and the knack of meditation will grow and deepen in you. Indulge yourself in the simple freedom of tuning in whenever you can, and the knack of meditation will grow and deepen in you. What's that old saying? Still waters run deep. The essence, the core that is of you. The more you stay focused on the inside, you stay tuned in, the easier it is to stop comparing. The easier it is to let go. The easier it is to keep that fire lit and burning and to grow it, to expand it. That fire, not only that fire of passion, not only is that fire a fire of passion, but that's your energy field. When people step into your space, they feel this burning desire and they want it. But this grows by giving yourself life. And you get your life by basically shutting the fuck up and tuning in, right? Your greatest strength is the energy that is you. And your ability to tune everything else out and to tap into you. So for our SWOT analysis, the weakness, but we're going to call it a growth opportunity, is this stagnant postponement energy. When this happens, then I'll do that. That mindset of needing to hold on to something specific in your identity. All right. The opportunity is to take what you know, to use all of your life experiences, to tune in deep, let go of the comparison, the judgment. The opportunity is to bring more passion, more freedom, more clarity, more life, more bold, more structure to your bold, wild nature. And when I say structure, I don't mean in a restrictive way. I mean structure as in guiding it and directing it in the way that aligns with you, right? And your ultimate goals. That's the opportunity here. Because again, what did Spirit tell us in the very beginning? Your freedom is in your spirit. It is your choice whether you choose to activate it. It is your, meaning you have the opportunity to activate it. And this creator card told us today that what we are doing, anything we activate and we put our mind to today, that it is enriched, that we are ready to go. It is powerful. The only threat to you and your business right now, and I focus so much on you because you are your business, you run your business. The energy that you contain is what you feed into your business. The only threat is remaining the same. So this is a deep dive into your own self. My spirit just told me that you know exactly where you're being called to let go. I don't know who, but someone is holding on to some fear. And the fear of looking different, of standing out. And it's not even so much about looking different. It's about looking different from what you think your audience is accustomed to seeing or who people are used to seeing from you. That fear of looking different has you like clinging on to this leaf by your fingertips and like you're breaking your nails. Stop. It's gross. It's dirty. Let go. Bathe yourself in the pool of vastness, in the vast unknown. There are beautiful, beautiful things in the vast unknown. There are no scary sharks here to come after you. And let's not forget, you have enough experience to recognize when you need to back float, when you need to breaststroke, when you need to climb on shore, right? When you need to just chill and play in the water. Like you get the idea, right? This is powerful. So I want you to deep dive. What are you holding on to? What do you need to let go of? Where is your passion being ignited right now? Where are your life experiences leading you right now? Maybe it doesn't make sense. That's okay. Tune in. Tune in and follow the guidance and the direction. The clarity is there, and the colors begin to fill in the picture. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, God. Thank you, Source, for this amazing, 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 amazing reading. I'm just like, let me get some water. This is so delicious. Like I don't even know how to feel about this reading. It's amazing. What, and again, this is why we type this. Your freedom is in your spirit. It is your choice whether you choose to activate it or not. That's powerful. You are being presented with the opportunity to choose whether or not you want to activate more freedom within yourself, within your life, which flows straight into your business. Your spirit is not going to guide you to your detriment. Yes, your spirit will guide you through a path from time to time that may feel scary, that may feel uncertain. It feel like it doesn't fit. But remember, we talked about this. Your spirit is connected to the all. It is connected to the I am. It is infinite. It can see all paths. That fear, that discomfort, that concern, that's just you. So you have to ask yourself which you trust more. Do I trust my logic that has hidden roots in fear and lack? And I won't even say roots. I'll say that has been conditioned to make certain decisions out of fear and lack, no matter how minimal they seem. Or do I trust the infinite nature of my spirit connected to the all? The I am, the I am. It's a choice. It's yours. It's up to you. And with that in mind, I want to invite you for a greater look into your energy, not only into your energy, but the energy that you're feeding into your business, to better align your vibration with the end result that you are seeking. not only the end result, but to experience it now, right? So just as a quick reminder, we have about an hour and a half left on our flash sale for e-SWOT analysis. And guys, those are $75 off. They are normally $375, so I've taken $75 off. And I'm gonna make it easy for you today. Before I told you, PM me for the link, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw the link in the description as soon as we get done. So, or excuse me, in the comments when we get done. So please make sure to check that out. But in the meantime, do not hesitate to message with any questions. Make sure that you are tapping into the vast unknown that is within you. There lies your limitless nature. Peace and love, fam. Happy Friday. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. Oh, and that's I always say that in my Bailey Sarian voice. Bye.